with another episode of D&D Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. um, Unfortunately, due to circumstances, Frost will not be joining us today, but that's okay, because we have everybody else. We were just about to fight some bullets, so go ahead and roll initiative.
So far, looking.
Well, at least you're not going to lose a round. Oh yeah, I should probably roll up your opponents.
And what about our allies? The little 4-pack of
Yeah,
illithoid
yeah.
allied people, yeah.
The what are they calling them in this one?
I think they
The
were gnome
gnome
squiddling.
squidlings. Gnome squidlies. Alright.
You can just call them mind flayers.
They aren't full mind flayers. They're kind of like an offshoot kind of thing. It's weird.
They're not a full mind flayer, but they're a creature that went through Theramorphosis.
Essentially, yeah. Alrighty then. So we are looking at Skiff first, then the allies, then the enemies, then Zan, then Agony. Go.
I'm gonna shoot the one on the. There's two of them. I'm gonna shoot the one to Skiff's right, the more northern one.
Okie dokie. So
21
that's
hit.
a 21. 21 definitely hits. Bip. Alright.
Move a bit back because I don't want to be in attack range. Because I'm sure they're gonna get closer. But yeah, otherwise, it's my turn.
Alrighty then. Your allies are next. Let's see. So they're gonna move here, here, and here. And they are going to each activate an ability. Let's see. Oh, alright. So this is gonna go well. So they each need to make 3 saves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2 passes. Wait. Yeah, 2 passes. 3. That's a fail. That's a fail. Alright, so the northern one got hit once and the southern one got hit once.
They have a multi-target hitting damaging attack.
It's really not a lot of damage, but yes. Yes, they do. It's a 30
Fighting
foot.
them.
It's a 30-foot cone that deals psychic damage, but
And
again,
that's
it's
all it
really
does in a cone, no extra effects.
nope, no extra effects. And even then, it's not a lot. The bullets seem relatively unaffected by it.
Even though I highly doubt they're resistant to psychic damage, because almost
They are
nothing
not
is.
they are not resistant to psychic damage at all. It's not a lot of damage. Um,
What about the flesh golem?
yeah, I'm about to move him. That's it? Okay, fair enough. 5, 10, 15, 20. Flesh Golem move here, attack northern one. Alright. Oh, lordy.
Does he hit?
Oh, yeah, he hits twice.
Go Frankenfurter.
And it's how much? Oof, that's a lot. And it's plus. Oh, okay. And boom. All right, cool. That was their turn. Up next, I do believe, is Zan. No,
Well,
bullets. Bullets are next. And the bullets are going to attack the flesh golem because it did a ton of damage, and they're not about that life. And it's right there. All right. So they're both gonna attack the flesh golem. It's more than likely gonna be,
a hit.
yeah, because yeah, they have a bonus to attack, and he has a deficit to AC. Um,
Oof.
so they're about to start ripping this flesh golem apart. Oof. Now that's a lot of damage.
How bad's he looking?
Uh, bloodied.
From one turn.
Yeah. Yeah, their bites freaking hurt. All
I'll
right.
take your word for it, considering we don't know how much health he had in the first place.
Yeah. That's why I'm using the descriptor bloodied. In fact, he's almost severely bloodied. All right. So that is their turn. Now I think it's Zan, right?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What am Zan do? Ooh.
You're gonna whack him with a stick.
Yeah, I was just seeing it, is it even worth healing the flesh golem? So I was gonna see how many key points and if it's worth it, since I'm not like a super big healer like a cleric, that might not, having him last just a little bit longer may not be worth it.
Animals.
Well, the main thing too is if this flesh golem did a bunch of damage, that might be he might be
By the
worth
way,
keeping
are
around.
all three of them yours, Agony, or is the elk Zan's?
I would probably
The I last time we got animals. Agony with the one who wanted to bring them all out and rolled for him. It would make the most
Okay.
sense that they're all under his control.
Okie doke. The badger can attack. Hey, any amount of damage is damage.
right.
There are very few creatures that can attack for 0 damage. So what am Zan do?
That probably doesn't hit.
11? No.
Which one are you trying to attack?
It would have been. Could I get the northern one from this? Can I attack at a
Yeah,
diagonal or? Okay,
yeah.
but I will spend a key point to do the flurry of blows, and then just to try to help, I can actually change one of them into a hand of healing.
So you're gonna bitch slap the flesh golem to heal him a little bit.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let's see. It's as an action. You can spend restore number, roll martial art die, wisdom. When you use your flurry of blows, replace an unarmed. You can replace one of the unarmed with this feature without spending a
But
key point. Okay, cool.
yeah, but
So,
I still spend the key point on the flurry of blows. It's not an
yep,
It's
additional
not
one
extra.
to hand
which
healing.
is why it says you don't have to spend a key point if you replace your flurry of blow. All right, so
But so as far as I'm aware, I get like one unarmed monk attack, and then one of the I'll roll a martial arts die.
one of the feel better slap on the backs or butts, depending on your character's persuasion.
I don't think a 12 is much better for my. That's for my attack roll.
Does a 12
Uh,
hit?
12 unfortunately does not hit.
I mean, you can still roll damage to see how much you can heal for the golem for.
Is it this? Let me see what the dice look like for that. Because is it the right kind of dice?
It's
Oh, because it
whatever
would
your
be
martial die is.
it'd be the wisdom. Because I think isn't this martial
Oh,
arts
it's
die
dex.
4?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
that
That's
marks it as
dex.
dex. Also, it's doing a d4, not a. No, wait. When do you get
Isn't
d6s?
D6 is next level. We're not
Oh,
quite there yet.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it would be a D4. Just let me see it would be instead of being a +4, my Wiz modifier is +3. So
So it'd be 7 health
it's
So
instead
it'd
of
be
8.
7.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.
Because you did roll pretty well there.
Oh yeah. So +7 health. That could potentially bring him out of death range of these guys on their next attack. So
Potential.
we'll see. All right. I believe Agony is next, and you didn't nat 1, so you actually get to fight.
I'll command. I can command both at the same time, or I have to do.
So if you want to assign them different actions, that would take a bonus action each. If you want to assign all minions you've got under your control the same action, that is a single bonus action.
Give them the same of attack.
Attack
Okay.
what?
The bullets. Whatever's close.
Well, don't say attack whatever's closest. You know, the badger will jump off your shoulder and attack one of our allies.
Well, I'm not commanding that one.
Well, he said all of them. That would
Yeah,
include the badger at you.
it's either all three or a bonus action for each.
Okay.
Just attack my enemies kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I figured out how to make sure that I could get a tiny one. And we are using goats because we don't have badgers.
How far the elk?
5, 10, 15 feet.
The bad. See if we can get charges.
So you'd rather it be that so it can get its charge attack. Alright, that's fair. Let's see. I gotta bring up there.
Do they attack directly on his bonus action or on his turn or after him, or how does that work again?
They share
Same.
initiative, so they have their own stuff. If he didn't order them, they would stand around and defend themselves if attacked, but because he ordered them to attack, since they share an initiative, they would go now.
Okay.
So we'll do the badger first. Let's see what you got, little buddy. A critical hit, that's what you've got. All right. I mean, you've okay, and then now for your big brother and or sister, who has 2 attacks. That's a hit, and that's also a hit. Okay. So far, that's 3 hits. Good job, guys. And now I need the elk. Thank you. Giant elk, thank you. You have charge. So it needs to hit with the ram attack. Yeah, that just barely does it, so it did hit. Oh, that's a lot. And it needs to make a strength save.
Giant elk does not mess around.
It made the strength save, but that's fine. Okay, so little badger does 2 damage, just flat.
That reminds me of Shill's owl. It's like it could do a claw attack, but it does 1-to-1 damage, and it's like, okay.
Yep. And then the ram attack does 2d6, and then the charge portion does 2d6. That's a decent amount of damage right there. It's not as much as the flesh golem, but then again, that's an artificial construct built for defense, and these are animals. And then the giant badger hit with both of its attacks. So that's a d6 and 2d4. It's damage. Ah, no, let me click on the thing.
Which one is Agony gonna attack?
Probably focus down.
So you got to use your glaive.
All right. So you're gonna try and boop it,
Try to swipe.
deck it
That
in the
does.
schnoz. That is gonna be a miss. These things have really good AC, by the way. All right. I believe Skiff is next, because Skiff is top of the order.
Attack the one on top again to try to finish it off. I don't know, although he doesn't know how badly it's hurt, but still.
It's looking pretty bad.
He misses.
Hey, you know what? It's not an @1. So there's that. All right, so your friends. Oh, I need to roll for them. Hold on, I forgot to do that on their turn. Okay, so one of them did, but that's not really.
We all got in
helpful
front
here.
of them, so they can't do their cone thing again, can they?
Actually, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. Because he got his back, but the other two did not. So that one is going to move there and do its thing. So that's 2 intelligence saving throws. That would have been a pass, but he has a minus, so that's a fail, and that's a @1.
Cone go.
It's a
The
30. It's a
30?
30-foot cone. Yep. So he just angles it so it does. So the edge of the cone is in front of you guys. So the northern one takes that and that. All right. And then the other two, one is going to move here, and the other is going to move here. And then I thought I had. Oh, there it is. It was hidden behind the others. Oh, yeah. Let's see if he got his back. Yep. All right. And then they're going to do. Sure, they're going to attack with their tentacles. That's 2 misses. And then end of their turn. All right, cool. Nice. So there's that. And now for the bullet's turn.
what about the flesh
Flash
golem?
gold.
Oh yeah, flesh golem.
I mean, he's still
Flesh.
around.
So it started its turn with less than half of its health. So let's see. Okay.
Hopefully, it's a good thing and not not like an Archeops thing where it's like, what? I'm at low health. I'm just gonna suck now.
Oh god, I hate that about Archeops. That's why I like using entrainment huge power or any of the other like buff skills on it. Let's see. Oh, all right, fair enough. So the golem is going to attack the bullet twice. One hit, one miss. For okay damage. All right, that bullet is not looking good. Their turn.
What are they prioritizing since everyone's going after them?
So this one is going to prioritize getting the f out of here.
Disengage or just run?
No, just run.
So,
Attacks of opportunity.
goes in.
They are not intelligent enough to take the disengage action.
Oh yeah, yeah. You both of you get an attack of opportunity.
All
I don't.
four, your three animals, and the squidling all get attacks. So 18 does hit.
I should. I only have 5 foot range.
Even
Oh,
though you have a weapon, you were attacking with a weapon with reach.
he
Yep.
has to have a polearm master in order for him to be able to
Oh.
do that.
But rolling max on opportunity attack goes in.
Yeah, Zan hit.
So with that number.
Yeah. Agony did not. And why did you roll, Skiff?
What do you
That
mean?
was from the other turn.
That was my last turn.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, I'm the only one
I
who's
didn't hit.
rolled recently.
Oh, okay. I am out of my mind then. All right. Well, 10 is more than enough to finish it off.
I was trying to run
And
away, and you just like whack it with a stick. It's like, no, die.
basically, and then this one is going to attempt to tear apart the flesh golem again.
I was like, well, I'm not low health, so fuck it. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All out. Attack me.
Well, you never
Probably
told
not
it to. You don't have any of your activatable abilities or features that making sure it gets bad things happening to it because it's not.
Hey, Zan, how much did you heal it for last time?
7.
7? That 7 was enough to keep it alive through that attack.
Your healing mattered.
Yeah. Your healing actually saved it. Because it did one less the amount of damage it had in health. Because you healed it for 7. Alright, so that was it for the bullet's turn. It's gonna, now that it's attacked and seen that what it just attacked didn't fall, it's gonna try and run away as well. So it was here, so that is 1, 2. You can't get a second opportunity attack, so 1, 2. The flesh golem gets an opportunity attack. Your little badger gets an opportunity attack as well.
They
So,
didn't try to attack the other one last time.
huh?
They
I
didn't try to.
feel.
It died. Remember when I
Yeah.
when I
Yeah, I
If
attacked?
know,
it
but that
doesn't
didn't mean
land, I guess it doesn't count as
yeah, but
using
it's
it.
the idea that I wasn't sure if they had to use up theirs before the other one kind of thing, even if they didn't get to attack it or land it or whatever.
No, because they didn't get a chance to attack because Zan killed it. Zan has Zan did enough damage to where they didn't need to. So 1, 2. I need to make 3. So that's +2. That one. And that one. Okay. So the flesh golem missed, but the badger hit and the squidling hit.
And I would assume agony hit.
Yeah, hoping
I
I would
haven't
with
looked at
that.
what agony's got yet.
Roll a
Agony,
24.
yeah, agony definitely hit.
Almost crit. Almost.
So for little badger, that's 2. For agony, that's 6, right? And then for the squidling, that is this much. Max. Okay, good. That's good. And then
I'm guessing it doesn't just die outright, does it? It gets away a little bit.
no, it runs for 40 feet. So that's 5, 10, 15. It's off the map, but 40 feet away.
It's within Skiff's range.
Yep. So that's their turn. It's 40 feet away, but I don't have
And-
enough room on the map to do that.
I'd move up a bit to maintain the range, at least by a bit.
Technically,
um,
Zan.
I know, but it's just gonna keep on running. So as long as I can just maintain the range of it.
So it's 25 feet further in that direction.
Okay, but I mean, I don't care. I can do 150.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, copy. Is it this? I think it's this. It is this. Nice. So we'll do that. $20, $25, $30, $35, $40. There we go. Okay. And now I can do that. There we go.
It's like there's snow.
Like it
Something like
realistically
that.
be, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. All right. So I believe it's still Zan's turn, right? No.
It ran
Yes?
away.
It ran away, so Zan.
Yeah.
Oh, so the NPCs don't go first? Or no,
It,
you're right.
it just went after the bullets
Oh.
go after them in the
Oh yes,
sequence.
that is. Oh yeah, so my turn. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 40 feet of movement.
Oh. If you
Yeah,
had
monks run.
Sentinel, that would be hilarious.
Is Andy's gonna make sure people fear his stick?
Yep. But actually, let me close this one because I wasn't going to do this one.
Hey, how you doing, True Absolute Zero?
17 hit.
17 just barely hits.
Damn.
That makes sense.
For 10 bludgeoning damage.
10 again.
You gonna do some punches too?
Yeah, I'm gonna use another martial arts key and do the flurry of blows. but this time all for punches.
Oh, how many points do you have?
Sounds
You want to
good.
do some harm?
Let me look at the difference between harms. I don't think I can mix a hand of harm in with my punches like I can the hand of healing. But I could change my mind and do a hand of harm instead of flurry of blows.
Are you Freezer? Yeah, I am Lord Freezer, yes. I'm gonna deck you in the schnoz. I'm
Uh,
sorry, that's a new one.
Voss, would you allow Hands of Harm being used on a Fist of Flurry unarmed attack?
I am not
I'm gonna
familiar.
link right here because here's what it says.
It has to
I
be.
don't-
You have to hit with an
Let's see.
unarmed strike.
You use your key to inflict wounds. When you hit
Okay.
a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 key point to deal extra necrotic damage equal to one of your martial arts dice plus your wisdom modifier. You can use this feature only once per turn. I mean, if you've
See, why
got the key
not?
to spend,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so I can use one to start flurry of blows, and then spend another point to turn into a hand of harm.
If either
Yeah.
of them hit, yeah.
Indeed. As long as you've got the key to spend and you're using unarmed strikes, then yes, absolutely.
Like using up spell slots for Divine Smites on a Paladin hit.
That definitely hit.
Okay, and so then I think I still get that damage, and then I also get the additional the hand of harm
Yeah.
damage.
Yep.
Right?
That'd be
So then you
1d4
roll.
plus 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's
It's extra damage.
that's a sad amount, but yes, you are correct. That is, in fact, extra damage.
And and that is only one of her attacks. She still gets another attack.
16 doesn't hit though.
Oh, 16 misses.
Just
So close. All right. Was that it for you?
Yep, that was my action and bonus action and movement.
All right. If that's the case, I believe Agony's turn is now.
squares aren't technically the right length, but I think that's 30.
And you're 5 feet,
5,
even
10,
with a
15,
glaive. Does
20,
the glaive
25,
reach
30.
or?
That is 30. It has a 10-foot reach, so it
I
reaches to the
quite.
column that Zan is in.
But I can do.
Oh, to slow it down?
Slow it down and
Alrighty. 21 hits, definitely.
Does it reduce the movement by a certain amount or by half or
Minus
what?
10.
get my
Okay. That'll help.
put it
That'll
back to
help a lot,
normal.
actually.
Wait, I could technically stay back where I might actually.
Well, if you can do more damage, that's depending on if you can do more damage. Because if you can get up to it next turn, if
Ooh.
it keeps on running away, you could end up having an opportunity attack when it tries to run away again. If you're actually in range of it.
So if I'm here, it's 30 feet.
Why would you want to be further away from it if you can eventually get to it? Since
Because
it's going to be
then
slowed down.
compelled duel. And then if it works, then it won't be exactly right.
But then
So
it'll
does
attack.
an unnatural 1 pass?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Does Agni say anything specific? Because it's only verbal components. Does she yell at the beast or something?
Bite me. Can't quite reach.
No, but the elk was able to make 20 feet in a straight line. Well, it was 40 feet, but anyway, yeah, it's gonna gore the shit out of this thing. With a critical hit too. Apparently your elk is sick of this thing's shit. So that is 32 damage. And the immortal words of Phil Swift, now that's a lot of damage!
And now it is free.
It's like, fight me!
Awkward.
Oh wait,
Like, oh, it got hurt.
or not.
Hey,
Oh,
at least
wait,
now
you
it's still
forgot.
slowed.
You forgot the remaining command that if they can attack it, they will, and that'll ruin it.
Yep. All right. Well, that was their turn. I believe that's top of the order to you, Skiff.
This is since Skiff was further back, he would make it up to this line, and that would be using all of his movement.
Okay. You gonna
I'm gonna
finish
try
two?
attacking it, but if I hit, I'm gonna use only arcane shots on it.
Fair enough.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
It didn't seem what I want to click properly, so 9 necrotic damage.
Plus your bow damage, right? There it is.
Okay, there. Okay, yeah, I had it clicked for the arcane shot, so
So 9 necrotic, so we'll ignore that one because you rolled the necrotic yourself, and 6 piercing for a total of 15 damage.
yeah.
It's not dead yet, but boy, is it regretting life decisions. Anything else?
You know what? Screw it. Action surge. I'm gonna shoot it again.
Well, alrighty then.
Well, I mean, I had it off of cooldown. I have the. I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll hit, but I can try.
Worst case scenario, you
And the
miss.
25 hit.
That's definitely not a miss.
Another 13 damage.
Let's see this. And then there we go.
I felt so bad for missing last turn.
Hooray! You did it.
Their plans have been foiled to attack this thing.
So our allies are happy with us now.
Yes.
we got them their psi crystal thing. Of course, they're happy with us.
And
Well, I mean,
their
and I kept their
inside.
flesh golem alive.
Oh, that reminds me.
Hmm?
Okay. So the squidlings start ushering the flesh golem into the building immediately. They're not really they don't have the capabilities of what? No, why'd you grab Skiff? Stop grabbing Skiff. There we go.
Gratitude isn't in their vocabulary.
Kind of. They bring it all the way up to the captain. If only because if you didn't know, when a flesh golem drops below a certain percentage of its health, it has a very high chance of going berserk.
I knew it something, but I couldn't remember.
Did it end up going berserk?
No, it did not.
So
They
we
would have
lucked
attacked
the
us
fuck out.
then, right?
Yes, you did. Then again, it's not it's like a 12.5% chance of it going berserk. So it's not super high.
Uh,
But if it does, it prioritizes any creature smaller than it. So it would have ignored the bullets and gone for you guys.
would have gone for the
The badger.
badger first.
I think the badger first.
Well, yeah, but the badger is part of you's guys. So your party. But yes. So they're gonna get that thing taken care of.
So they get their psi crystal, and then they're going to take off, and then we get a level.
Not necessarily in that order because there are some other things that need to happen first.
Okay.
So
I gotta talk to him again.
after, yeah, we'll use our handy dandy AFK catfolk for translation, but they come out and thank you for helping defend their ship. For that, they give you two things. The first thing they hand you is a very sticky metal monocle with a kaleidoscope lens. And the second thing they hand you is a slimy coif that appears to be made of, or could actually be, a slug.
What is a coif?
Uh, so if warriors wear helmets, coifs are what rangers wear.
Okay, see.
Do either of them seem magical? I mean, I am proficient with Arcana, so do either of those things seem magicy?
Well, they definitely seem icky because
That's
they're
not what I asked.
covered in slime. You'd need to examine them further in order for you to tell whether they're magical or not. But they said that
You'd be too sketchy of anything they gave him, so he'd want to inspect them both immediately. Even if it would seem rude or otherwise, like aliens give you free things, and it's like, I don't know about that.
essentially, um, but yeah. So they give these to you um, as a token of their appreciation, and then they get back in their ship, and a couple minutes later they take off. Like the whole ship just picks up and leaves. Let's see.
I don't have the identify spell, so after like trying to do I need an investigation, or do we just do an Arcana check, or
If you had the identify spell, that would be really easy.
I
But
don't?
since you don't, the DC would be very high, but you could in fact do it with Arcana.
I just want to confirm that they're magic in the first place, not just creepy.
Monocle. Other lens.
No. It's a monocle with a kaleidoscope lens.
They're
Yeah.
a thing.
Hey, did you know that this is a monocle with a kaleidoscope lens, and that's an ugly space monster looking thing?
That's basically it.
It doesn't tell me what town is closest to here, so are you guys just going to use Duggan's Hole as your home base, I guess?
Sure.
Okay. S- Just so we have somewhere to go between missions. And Skip's got some relatives? Acquaintances?
It's an old thing with like an old childhood friend. The equivalency of like you knew him in high school, but you drifted away during college, and then you grew up their lives, and then like 20 years later, you're like, oh hey man, it's been so long. It's like that kind of person.
Had something like that happen to me relatively recently, and now I feel old. Anyway, alright. So, yeah, they're things. You might could wipe them off, and they'd be less sticky?
Or would they have grown less sticky in like the extreme cold to get back here in the first place?
For the most part.
Or would Frost probably have prestidigitated them to not be sticky?
Okay, so it's really funny because the description that it gives to me from here says that it is a monocle.
That's it.
I'm guessing the actual item is not a monocle.
The item that it's based on the eyes of minute seeing are not monocles.
It's
So
an
in
actual
this
pair of
case,
glasses.
it is goggles.
So,
But the
okay.
item they handed you is a monocle with a kaleidoscope lens that acts like the eyes of minute seeing,
And we'd technically
which
be able to look through.
surprisingly enough does not require attunement. As for the other one,
The sludge quaff coif thing.
Coif.
yes. Yeah. So, and I quote, the second item is a slimy coif made from a living space slug. However, it acts like this.
You can unless the concentration is broken, you can technically concentrate it perpetually.
Yes. Oops, wrong item. While wearing the item, you can use an action to cast Detect Thoughts from it. As long as you maintain concentration on the spell, you can use your bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you're focused on. It can reply using a bonus action while your focus on it continues. While focusing on a creature with Detect Thoughts, you can use an action to cast the Suggestion spell from the helm on that creature. Once used, the Suggestion property can't be used until the next dawn. As for Detect Thoughts has a duration of 1 minute,
Mm.
but it doesn't say you can only use the Detect Thoughts thing once per long rest. So you
So
can,
you can catch it. So you can cast detect thoughts over and over again.
yes, but you can only use the suggestion part of it once before the next dawn.
Unless one of the other people want it, a skiff is not going to make use of it. It's a fucking sea slug given to him by aliens. He's not going to use it.
That's fair.
I don't think any of us.
I understand the idea because it's almost rare for you to actually have a use for telepathy. But a mute character would make sense for it. But okay. It's one thing to be racist, but these are basically aliens. He's not cool with that.
Fair.
That's fair. To be fair, though, those are the only two items they would give you anyway. So it's not like they did it because you're a mute character. It just so happens that you are a mute character that handed that
yeah.
too. So
And it just so happens that like the helm of telepathy has like one eye gone, and they give a monocle. But I'm aware, yeah, the space slug acts like it. It doesn't actually have the appearance of it.
yeah, it's just really funny that these were the two items that they gave. Anyway, so with that, you guys retreat back to Duggan's Hole, and that's a milestone.
Sweet.
So, congratulations.
Would this slug allow us, even though I know Frost communicates with them, but since we couldn't communicate with them, would this helm let us communicate with the aliens if they'd given us to us earlier?
It acts as detect thoughts, not as a universal communication device, unfortunately.
So if they think and have thoughts in different languages, I mean, you can understand it.
As I wasn't sure
If they
you
have emotions and stuff, you can understand the emotions like frustration, annoyance, panic. But if they're basically saying, oh god, oh god, oh god, in Gnomish, none of you know it, so none of you would, well, know it. But you can pick up the emotion of panic from that. It's kind of like how if you hear someone talking in another language, you can tell through their tone whether they're upset or happy or whatever, but you wouldn't be able to understand the specifics of the conversation. That's essentially what it is.
And I'm guessing enough time has passed to get back to Duggan's hole in the first place that we lost the temporary hit points.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
And then talking about time passing. Random encounter.
Oh yeah, I do need to roll that. And there's a brand new chart for it. Yay!
Supposed to
Alright,
do.
so... Alright, let's see. Alright, fair enough. So, what is your encounter? Oh. This encounter chart is significantly better. So that one. All right, so now I need to roll one of those. Okay.
Zan, rolling for HP like that does not count your con modifier, does it?
No, but it adds it. It doesn't forget about it. It doesn't. This doesn't roll for con modifier.
Okay. Voss, how receptive are you to trying to let us use Tasha's optional class features?
Eh, they're okay, I guess. I guess it would be a case-by-case basis.
Because I think by now, Zan has like 2 or 3 that would have come up.
Uh-oh. Where did the kitty go?
I get a spell just for leveling up.
Oh, for Paladin? Yeah.
No, I mean for I forgot I get one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, don't forget your oath ones.
Gotta write them down because we don't have.
Okay. And now... I need to grab...
Then probably by the time I got back, I already did find Steed. Have.
Nice.
I'm not sure we have a token for giant boar.
I'm thinking probably not, but
Oh yeah, okay. As a paladin, I always thought the idea of like having Zone of Truth is like a nice utility one. I always wanted to have it around, but it wasn't. I didn't get it via oath, but at least you get it via oath.
it's like I don't even.
That's good for interrogations. I mean, paladins carry out an inquisition. That seems in character.
So, as you guys are heading back to Duggan's Hole...
Something happens. I think it's a regular sized one.
I
For
mean,
what it
they're
is.
pretty big. That's all I mean.
He's a big, strong man.
We roll initiative from this far away.
Yeah. He sees you, but, he's just really far away.
And you rolled for health already, right, Agony?
By the way, this is in the morning of the first day heading back.
At least
Yeah.
we're fully rested.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of fully rested, know what time it is?
Time for you to roll initiative.
I need roll initiative.
Oh, since we would have it,
And we
I mean, Voss, do you have a giant? Do you have a boar token?
I'm like 90% certain I do not, but I'm double checking right now. B, BA, BE, BL, BU. No.
No bo. No, okay.
No body odor.
is Badger next to Giant Badger? Or are they
Nope.
separated by Giant?
Neither. They're not in it at all. There are no
Well,
tokens for it
giant
in them.
elk. Was that an elk or was that giant?
That was elk.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a normal elk. I wasn't resizing it. Because if I was, your elk would be significantly larger. Just to put this into perspective, yeah, this is your normal one. This is size category large. It is size category huge, so it would be about that big.
For the average giant elk. Damn.
Yeah.
Buttons.
Well, I'm cool with that, considering it has like a 15-foot range.
Yep. Sure does. All
If-
right, so
Or we probably would have everybody platinum ring. Then wear these and I'll be able to.
Oh, the warding bond thing. Unless Frost has like that slug thing, like not in her pack, something like that, because it doesn't matter what kind of cajoling or coercing, he is not. Skiff is not wearing a fucking space slug on his head.
that's fair.
And so it's like, unless we got rid of it, it's in someone's bag. But it's not in Skiff's.
Yep. All right, Skiff. Here you go.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
okay, I guess so. I mean, at least he's in range.
So is that to say you're about to pew pew?
Yeah. The 13 hit.
A 13 does hit.
Okay. 9 damage.
All right. Anything else?
Not currently.
Okie dokie.
Doesn't seem
I
like
believe
yeah, doesn't seem desperate enough time to do second wind right now. But yeah, in turn.
you mean action surge.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that. Well, like he
Yeah,
doesn't need
I was about
healing,
to
and he
say
doesn't
you
need
have.
another action.
Yeah, you haven't taken damage yet, so second wind won't do you
Archers
much
help
good.
with that. Being an archer helps with that a lot.
Yep. All right, Zan.
Okay. I don't want to get that close to it. I'm not going to go my full distance.
That's fair.
Actually, let me see. What's the distance? I have some hand axes I could throw at it. What's the distance that hand axes can be thrown at?
I believe 20 to 60.
Is 60 like the disadvantage one?
Anything
Maximum.
beyond 20 is disadvantage. But let me double check to see if what I just said is accurate.
Sound.
You said hand axe?
Hand axe.
Yeah, even if you went your full 40, which is another 15 feet, it would be beyond 20 feet beyond that.
Yeah. So hand axe is a 20 to 60 foot range. You take an instance of disadvantage for anything beyond 20 feet. And for every 20 feet beyond 20 feet, you take an additional. So from 21 to 40, that's 1. From 41 to 60, that's 2. But you still only roll 2d20. It just takes more instances of advantage to remove them.
there's no way you're hitting with like even if you use all your movement, it's still 2 instances of disadvantage to try to hit it with a hand axe.
It'd be.
Alright.
I mean, it'd be funny if you hit it anyway.
Double 20s.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, I guess
Technically
this
possible, but I mean,
it's not worth doing. Then it's just I guess I'll do Toll the Dead instead.
Toll the Dead.
what is that, like 60 range or something?
60.
Yeah. That
For
would
some
be
reason,
an
it always goes that way. It never rolls for properly when I click on it.
roll, damn it. And it's a D12 because he's not at max.
Oh yeah, he's been hit.
Yeah, and since we just hit 5th level, it ranked up to 2 dice instead of 1. Not bad.
Nice.
This kid is having a very necrotic day right now.
He is. All right. After that, I believe it is Agony.
4. I
Oh yeah, you want your giant boar, huh?
I don't know. I think it's only. Can't even get.
Let me see. You said giant boar. Giant boar is large, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the elk token. Yep.
Technically already here. I don't need a.
Would it be? Yeah, or would it be a bonus action to still command it?
Well, it'd be your bonus action to say go get him.
Oh, rather than just staying still. Yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't give it a command, it'll just stand there and defend itself.
Probably do that.
Giant boar. Get him.
No movement or action.
I'm sure. But cast armor of Axe.
Okie dokie.
Can't really do too.
It is going to smack Zan.
Understandably so.
Critical hit.
Oh noes.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't got that temporary hit points as a buffer anymore. Damn. You didn't just gain temporary hit points out of nowhere like Agony just did.
How much do I take?
14. 4 of which is cold. I love how they basically used the concept art for the creature that kidnapped Luke Skywalker. I forget what it was called. But that's essentially what the art is for the Yeti. And speaking of, the Yeti's turn is over, so that puts it to, I believe, Skiff.
Does a 28 hit?
28 definitely hits. You
13.
You were one off of a nat 20.
I'm trying.
Oh, I did that earlier. I was 1 away.
All right. He's not looking too good. I believe it's Zan's turn.
Fine, I'll do it. Second wind, I'll attack again.
Action surge.
Yes. I can't.
Okay.
I got like nothing else to do a bonus action for. I can't. Like second wind is the only thing for a bonus action for this character. I swear.
Don't you
Fair enough.
have 2 attacks per?
You know what? That's true. Now that I
I
got
think
level
we all
5.
do, except for
We spaced about that, didn't we? But
I.
oh yeah, you two aren't in range yet
Yeah,
for a proper attack until now.
forgot about.
22 still hit, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, second attack. 8.
He's not having a good day.
Then action surge for another attack action for another 2 attacks.
Well, alrighty then.
I'll just click to say advantage for the 2 rolls.
Sure, if you want.
I'm
Both
presuming.
of those hit. And those are very close to that 20s, but not quite.
He's trying to pull his weight. Okay.
Thunk.
21 damage.
Alright. Day 2.
How many days does it take to get the Duggan full from there?
Probably-
4.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say. You want us to get back up and
Yeah, you might as well.
or we'll do you figure?
I'm guessing we get another encounter on day 2.
Uh-huh. In the morning again. Where is it? Where is it?
Is it a fun one since you went E?
Up.
Oh, that thing.
Yup.
What's it doing?
Uh, it doesn't say, so I'm assuming trying to get food.
Oh no, the elk would still be with us. I think Agony would want like the giant boar with us at all times. It seems like. Because
Well,
he's
it's not always going to be the giant boar or the giant elk or whatever. This is a new day.
Fine Steed doesn't
Gotta
have a
roll again.
duration
Yeah,
though.
it's fine, Steve.
Oh, that was your steed? I thought
Yeah.
that was.
No, it
Oh,
was
Yeah, I
it was a
didn't
fine
roll for
steed
the other
spell.
because I.
Bip. Okay. So there's your very elk-like boar friend.
I'm gonna say that I'm.
Giggity.
To start with the whole mounted combatant concept.
Alrighty then. So yes, you have found a Chewinga, and this one is attempting to get a pine cone from a tree.
Can I try shooting an arrow to try to shoot the pine cone off the tree?
Yeah, go ahead. Somehow I had a feeling you would do that.
Just don't roll a 1.
The 17
Roll one,
worked well
accidentally
enough.
hit it.
Oh yeah, easily. You managed to snipe the stem of the pine cone, and it falls neatly into the Chewinga's hands. It runs over to you guys, and it holds out what appears to be a frozen berry.
We accept the berry.
All right. After that, it disappears into the snow.
Just a berry for like one berry for the whole group.
Yep, and it appears to be frozen.
What color is the berry?
It is purple and blue.
Well, if it's a one-time thing that is meant for like the whole group,
Fair. I'm gonna wait then.
objectively, it just makes it seem like it would be useful and nice, but at the same time, Skip just looks at it acceptably because it's just a weird creature who all we did was help it get it a pine cone. And like, here, have a berry, and it's like, his face isn't fully visible, but because still winter wear. But otherwise, you'd have the face just like, okay.
Want a Rochambeau for it?
Skiff would not have zero interest in getting the berry. So there you go, three-way tie. Unless one of you want to just hold on to it until until you feel like making use of it. Considering we're in a frozen terrain and it's a frozen berry, it's not like it's gonna go bad anytime soon, right?
Wait for Frost to get in on the roll for it.
Most likely. Is that our only encounter for the day too?
Yes. All right, day 3. Woo! No encounter for day 3. All right, day 4. Last day. Oh. Okay. So you get 2 encounters simultaneously at noon.
That 2 at the same time?
Yep.
Huh.
All right, let's see. This is funny, actually. All right. Is it actually down here? I think it is.
Finally.
So there's that.
I haven't. Skiff might know what that is, but I don't.
Skiff does know what that is.
I know. Agony.
All right. So you come across this encounter. I'm gonna put them right there. You come across a Goliath werebear fighting a snowy owlbear.
The Goliath is winning, I'm assuming.
Start.
So that's the funny thing about owlbears is like owlbears are some major badasses. Like even dragons don't usually want to fight with an owlbear because an owlbear will rip them something. So I hesitate to say that the Goliath werebear is winning.
But it also still is an owlbear.
Yeah. The owlbear literally can't do anything to the Goliath werebear, but yeah,
It'll take a good long time for the Goliath to win if you just leave him alone.
for the most part. But I mean, anyway, it's up to you guys what to do right now.
Don't hurt.
Can we tell what they're fighting over? Maybe there's some cubs nearby for territory, or
Can I,
smell of
yeah,
meat.
can I use insight to see if I can intuit that kind of thing? Or survival or something?
There's really, I mean, to be fair, if an owlbear attacks, you're generally going to want to defend yourself. That's essentially what it is, because it's rare that someone is able to outpace an owlbear. So this dude's just doing whatever he can to try and stop the owlbear from eating him.
So it looks more defensive.
Essentially, yeah.
Technically not in.
Oh.
If you really wanted to, sure.
What do you? Oh.
I try to calm it,
Well,
and
yeah, you're riding your boar there, right?
I would.
What?
I come up to the owlbear and try to calm it down, and see if it wants.
All right.
You realize it's a monster and not a beast, and it's still in active combat with something else attacking it, right?
But I was saying try to calm it down. Not that part.
Well, they're both fighting
Okey-dokey.
each other.
They are, but when you start telling the bear to calm down and whatnot, it does. It stops attacking the Goliath werebear.
Like to travel with.
Also, just, for hilarity, look at this shaggy bugger. Ah, he's so cute. Look at him. He's all big and lumpy. Ah, I love it. I also like the normal owlbear picture. Owlbears are fucking scary, but like when they draw it like that, it's like, how could you not love that squidgy face? All right, so the Goliath werebear dude is very confused as to what's going on here.
Is he confused because the other owlbear just happened to know how to understand agony and listened?
Well, he's never seen someone walk up to an owlbear and go, Hakuna Yatatas, and the owlbear go, okay. You have a way with bears.
Why, but I like.
Majestic from a distance, maybe. Terrifying up close. Not that it could have actually done anything to me, but whatever. I appreciate the assistance. Now I don't have to kill it. If you ever get the chance, stop by my clan. Ask for Vidner, and I'll put his name in the chat in a moment.
So the Goliath owlbear is just talking to Agony in common.
Yeah.
We can make our way over.
That is good. We will welcome you. And
Safe
then he
travel.
turns back into his Goliath-only form and then starts meandering off. The owlbear just looks at you.
Waving for it to follow.
It looks hungry.
I give it some of my.
Does an owlbear like rations, or is it like really more into being carnivorous?
Well,
All I have.
rations are dried and salted meats and cheeses, so it would eat rations begrudgingly. It's not going to fill it, especially if it's only rations for the size of a normal humanoid. But
I would hand. Set it.
it eats them and then stands up to follow you. Are you going to name your owlbear friend?
I will figure out a good. So
Can I roll insight to figure out why the fuck it listened to him in the first place? Because as you said, you don't just walk into an owlbear and just listen.
Yeah, essentially, although figuring out why it did that would be very difficult because, well, owlbears aren't known for their communication, so there isn't exactly an easy way to tell. With that said,
How
by
did
the
you know
way,
it would work? You just walk into an owlbear and it's like, hey, stop. How?
I have my reasons.
you guys have technically unlocked a new quest, I think. Did
Besides unlocking besides doing the rumors.
let's see.
Wait, is this related to your secret stuff?
Oh, there it is, the Goliaths. Okay, so you already had that one. Never mind.
Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was from the tribe of Goliaths.
And so I'm sure
convenient.
I presume that getting this encounter made it that much easier to be diplomatic with him.
Yes, actually. So go ahead and you guys can make a note that you will have advantage when dealing with the Goliath tribe.
I'm guessing that means all the more reason to try to doing that quest over the others right now.
That's up to you guys. Although you guys do get back to Duggan's Hole after this, so there at the very least is that.
And
Let's see. I'm trying to find the thing. There it is. Okay, yeah, that works. So you guys make it back to Duggan's Hole. I guess I need to add your friend to the party at Duggan's Hole.
So would they roll for insight if they actually did?
Or you could just tell people.
I mean, I don't think she would even think about saying anything.
Yeah.
No one would come up and be like, dude, you just talked to a fucking owlbear and listen, the fuck's up with that?
Well, that is the
Like
question.
Xandius wouldn't be curious for one?
it's like weirder things have happened. I brush it off.
I mean, we just had contact with aliens, so.
Really, that was pretty weird. Anything is possible.
Doesn't make it trustworthy.
By the
Well, you're more
way, on
suspicious than average.
on a slightly related / slightly unrelated note, Magic just released a new set, Baldur's Gate, Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in Baldur's Gate, and this is one of the new cards. It's like, oh, look at it, it's so cute, and then you realize that's a dude's chest plate. That's a chest plate of an adventurer.
Oh, man.
Well, that would be the chest plate of a 6-foot humanoid. So roughly 4.5-ish feet if it's standing on all fours. If it rears up, it'd be roughly 6 feet as a cub.
And Skiff isn't more skeptical than normal. He's with Frost out of necessity because she knew that basically his ex shipmate Agony is an ex shipmate, but it's still weird because he didn't realize Agony could have done this. Agony showed no predilection or a capability of doing or having like the same kind of connection with like sea monsters or anything while they were together, and so this is weird to him. And so is I'm sorry, aliens is weird to should be weird to everyone. So. It's one of those things where it's like, why am I the only? I'm not the only weird one here. What? I'm acting accordingly. But he's not. He doesn't actually verbalize any of that, obviously.
Does he write anything down?
Uh, he would like motion between you two at most. Whether you see it or not is up to you. For how preoccupied Agony is with the owlbear when he gets back to the group. Sorry, she.
I would probably say, just to make
Oh
sure.
my god, this is great! Oh my god. Zan, you're gonna love this.
What?
Another link.
This. No, it is not Link's Awakening.
Is it to the past?
Well, it came out a while ago, so maybe?
I'm so mad at myself. I could have gotten that, but I decided, it's probably not what I think.
Oh my god, they made a plush of this owlbear. Oh, it's so cute. And then there's actually a figurine of this owlbear. So if I wanted to, I could have this owlbear as a miniature. And there it is. Oh, it's so cute. I love it.
So apparently Agony's trying to convince Skiff of something. What kind of roll would I need? Do I roll counter his
Oh,
persuasion
It
or
wasn't
what?
persuasion. I was supposed to hit the. I hit the
Okay.
wrong one. To see if you
Yeah, you most likely. He wasn't trying to hide it. It's just if you were persistent enough to see it. Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
one of those. He just gives like a weird ass look, like the fuck is up with this? But it's, you get to see in his eyes, just because snowiness. He's wearing actual winter clothing.
yeah. You're like what? But
Oh yeah,
What?
she doesn't think about like, oh hey, this is weird or anything.
So when you get back to town, they are initially, uh, you know, kind of freaking out that there's just an owlbear wandering into town.
yeah, and
And,
Skiff's the weird one for not freaking out, huh? Yeah.
yep. It's like, quick, grab the hunters, an owlbear is here and it's chasing some adventurers. And you're like, no, this owlbear is my friend. And they're like, owlbears are not friends.
I think I probably would be riding on the owlbear, and
What happened to your giant boar then? You have to. Did you
giant boar is
do you
just
have to,
still coming with us.
you don't like desummon it?
No,
Why
still
would he?
friend.
That's rude. He took all this time to show up. He's not just gonna unsummon the dude. Like that. Look at his little back legs. This is gonna take forever for him to go back to where he came from. All right. So with that done, you guys make it back to Duggan's Hole. You explain the situation with the owlbear.
Skiff's no help on that front.
I mean, fair.
It's like I don't know, guys. I think it's weird. I think it's fucking weird too. He would like he'd get that across through writing, but anyone who's freaking out about it, like he gets it.
Yeah. With that though, one, I have to get up tomorrow, and two, um, this is actually kind of a nice stopping point since we completed 1.5 goals. Um, so with that, I know this was kind of a short session, but I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we will see you guys next time.